Hello viewers, welcome to my show, Women of Faith. I am Nahawe Maureen Charity Rubagunya, and I'm glad that you always watch this show, that you always tune in, and thank you so much for watching us and supporting us. You can subscribe to my channel, Rubagunya Maureen Charity. Like, subscribe, and comment on this show. Today we have a guest we are going to see, and we're going to hear her story. And this show is about women that have gone through challenges in marriages but later have overcome. As the Bible says in Mark 10:27, that what is impossible with man is definitely possible with God. So I want to assure you that do not die in that problem, do not give up on life. There is always God who is everything, who can solve each and every problem that we have. So today we have a guest, and he's going to tell us her story, her journey. She went through a journey of depression, but she will tell us more about it, and we are going to see how she went through, what caused this depression, and how did she overcome this. So, Madam Cynthia, you are welcome.
Thank you so much, Madam Maureen. I'm so glad to be hosted on your show.
Yes.
And I've been longing for this. The day you told me, I was like, oh, okay. And then the day has come. My name is Cynthia Kamsime. I'm a mother of one, married. I do journalism and mass communication. I hope you're going to like my story, or it is going to inspire you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you
yes.
for hosting me.
And I know someone is going to really be inspired, and maybe that person could be going through that same problem that you went through, and I know we are going to overcome. But Cynthia, first tell me, who is Cynthia? Tell me a little bit of yourself. Who is Cynthia?
To be a little bit brief,
Yes.
Cynthia is a woman of God. I'd already told you that I'm married.
Yes.
Cynthia is a humble woman who respects everyone. And I like people. I like being around people. I like inspiring people. And of course, I'm doing journalism for that. Yeah.
That's great, Cynthia.
And additionally, I'm a businesswoman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Cynthia. So, going back to your story, Cynthia, your journey, like how you told me, your journey of depression, your journey. So, how did it come about? What really brought this depression? Why did you go into this depression?
Madam Maureen, most of the times when you keep on hearing about things, people saying this and that, you'll not understand until you go through them, or when you go through the same situation. So I'm going to take you a little bit behind. Before I got married,
Yes.
I was studying. And when I was studying, I got a chance when I completed my first semester. I got a chance, and some company hired me as a presenter and a digital journalist.
Yes.
I was earning some good money for starters.
Yes.
That money was helping me to pay for my siblings.
Yeah, kwa kasete kechichara.
Kawomera ddala, era nali neeraba nga neeyagala nga buli kimu kyenjagala nkyekolera.
Yes.
Like everything, like things like those ones. So along the way, I'd worked for around 2 years, and it happened I got pregnant.
Yes.
Unknowingly, I had a boyfriend already, the boyfriend I loved, and the boyfriend who is now my husband.
Wow.
But I had not planned for that. I was planning at least to get pregnant like in 5 years. The year I got my job, it was 2020, so I was planning to at least get pregnant around 2025.
Wow.
after meeting my things I'd planned.
Yes.
After completing them, after paying for my
So
some
like,
of my
okay,
siblings.
you had
Yes.
your objectives, you had your goals, you
I had
your
my goals.
Yes.
Yeah, but before I had completed those ones, I got pregnant. Me, the day I understood that I was pregnant, that was something that I did not believe. I thank God that I am, but it disturbed me a lot. So from there and then, I think that's when the depression started.
Hey.
From the first day I confirmed that I was pregnant.
And yet this kind of depression, did the man reject you? Did the man say, maybe deny the pregnancy?
No, the man did not deny the pregnancy, but the man was also in this kind of situation whereby he was not yet financially stable. He was still struggling. When I told him, he was like, okay, I'm not okay, but at least we thank God we have something. But me, psychologically, it kept on disturbing me. How is this baby going to be? How am I going to be as a mother?
Yeah.
And I kept on getting some complications whereby I was always on and off at work. So work did not go on well. I started demanding everything from a man, as a lady who has been
And
working.
yet
This one also disturbed me.
Yeah,
And remember, with a man who has little
money, yes.
but when
and
you
yet
still,
your demands were higher than his pockets.
yeah. So it kept on disturbing, but he was kind of supportive. Then when I did not, by the way, realize that I had depression, but I started being too emotional.
Yeah.
Even if he crosses by, I'm going to, my emotions are going to change. So I reached a point whereby by then he was working in Kasesa, I was in Barara. I reached a point whereby I stopped him from coming home.
Really?
I told him, don't come.
Really?
I did not realize it. Then after birth, then I started having this headache that was too much. I reached a point whereby I started thinking of killing myself, like every day, because I had a lot of debts that I could not even disclose to my husband, because I knew he would not afford to pay them, because I knew how much he was earning and I knew his pockets. I knew if I told him, it was going to disturb him as a person, because he also has a background where he comes from, and where the background also needs some help.
Yes.
So I add on my load. So this thing kept on disturbing me, whereby I would even have sleepless nights.
Yes.
But when he didn't know, sometimes I put myself into this situation of showing you're okay, but when you're not fine.
Yes, I understand.
But when I reached at that extent of feeling like, why can't I kill myself and leave this world? The baby is crying here. There are some things we take to be small, but when they are literally big, when you reach a point of feeling like killing yourself,
that is true.
Suddenly you wake up one morning and you kill yourself when no one knows. So when it started coming into my mind almost every day, every hour, I was like, no, I need to look for a solution.
You knew that definitely you need help.
Yes, and I'm this person who comes from the background whereby you cannot call your parent and tell them, hey, Daddy, I need this amount of money. Mommy, I need this amount of money. No, because I know they don't have. So how can I start? That situation. And the bank is calling, they are calling, this one is calling here, the other one is calling. You're like, oh my God, where am I going to get this money? You do not have any business, you're home, you just wait on what the man is bringing.
So Cynthia, in this on your workplace, did you officially resign, or they just said, since you're pregnant, we cannot afford to employ you.
Oh.
Why did you leave your workplace, your job?
Now, along the way, I've told you as not working really well after getting those complications and what. So I would find myself working like 2 days in a week.
Yeah.
And work has to move on. Even the person who sits in for you will get tired.
True.
So at the end of it all, my supervisor was like, you know what?
I cannot handle this anymore.
No, she was so lenient. She was a good lady. She told me, you know what? First sit down,
Yes,
first
get some
rest.
Yes.
But in those days when I was resting, I had rent at home whereby it was accumulating.
Yeah.
So when it was accumulating, my husband was like, by then had gotten a job this side in Kampala. I was like, why can't you come this side? You come, be with me, then maybe as we plan something to do. Of course, when he told me that, I thought maybe something he was planning, it was going to come in a month.
Yes.
So I came this side, I resigned. After resigning, I came and I was like, after a month, I was like, where is the business? He told me. And he told me, you know what?
Demand started coming.
Yes, they started coming. Remember, he had me, he had the baby, he had also to parent, he had to buy food. And I think the plan he had, maybe it did not go the way he planned. And remember, I had the other depression, so when it added on,
Yes.
it started disturbing me a lot.
The story was, it was too hard, but I really want to thank your husband because, according to your story, he was really there for you.
Yes.
He did not give up. So big up to all the men that are always standing for their wives. Yeah, so
so that's how it was. But I reached a point whereby I could not even see what he was doing for me.
Yes.
And when I tried to reach out to someone, the lady told me, you know what, you're depressed. First of all, you have the depression of birth, that depression that comes after giving birth. Then another thing, you have that depression of loans, and you're not telling anyone. So you would even really wake up in the morning and go kill yourself when no one knows. I was like, really, is this how depression looks like?
And by the way, Cynthia, there are so many women who are going through such a situation in their marriages, their homes, they have their plans. They wanted to do something. You had planned your things to do in certain period of time, and then boom, that thing is cut off. Your programs are cut off. Your plans are cut off because of what? Of pregnancy.
So and I've had so many examples of young women. Let me call them young women.
Yes.
These women who have gone in marriages who are in marriage for 1 to 2 years.
Yes.
You know that time you'll be studying your partner. You be studying each other, knowing the other one's character as he knows yours. So sometimes, and this thing of staying with someone, the person you've not been with, and you're sleeping together, you're waking up seeing each other. Sometimes when you get those challenges, when you don't have God, you end up ending your life.
So you are used to your lifestyle. You don't want this the responsibility of women waking up. You have to prepare breakfast for a man. Blah 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 blah. You don't want to see him around you.
I was used to this life whereby you wake up. If you want to eat, you eat. If you don't want, you're not going to eat.
Yes.
But this time round, you have to wake up, prepare the baby, take care of the baby, and you have to take care of your husband. You have to cook breakfast, you have to do lunch,
and
you have
on top
to
of
wash.
that, you both don't have money.
Yes. So that situation, there's the way it disturbed me a lot. Yes. And I think I'm just healing But I think the toppest solution of this, it has been God.
Yes.
Because I would really kneel down and tell God, God, why this? I'm so glad that you gave me a baby. There are so many people out there who are looking for babies,
Yes.
and are not seeing them. I'm very okay, I'm very good, I'm very thankful you gave me a baby. But why am I feeling this? And do you know what was disturbing me a lot? It was earning. Seeing myself earning. I've been this lady who likes earning. If I take you back, a little back behind, in my senior 6, I would raise my pocket money.
Really?
Ask me how.
How?
I would make G-nuts. You know fried G-nuts?
Yes.
I'd make fried G-nuts, pack them in this Ruvera, nembusiringa nekando from the dormitory. And I would also pack sugar in a chikumi because I knew but students were baba in school, but in the middle of the term, ogenda okutuuka nga tebalina. So I would steal those sugar, then in the middle of the term take them to the canteen, and the
so that business didn't just start yesterday.
No, it didn't. I've been this lady who really doesn't like begging.
Yes,
and I think that is the most thing that disturbed me, that gave me depression.
Okay.
And I was like, if I don't kneel down, if I don't keep on telling God about this, maybe it is going to end my life, or I'm going to end up running mad because of this.
So, Cynthia, at one point, did you like bring your husband to tell him about this? Didn't you like kind of expressed yourself? You told him what was disturbing you, so that since you loved him and since he also loved you, and this one is someone who you could confide in, so didn't you have that thought of you telling him about this, or it was not in your plans?
Thank you so much, Maureen. Yes, I did. I told him.
And what was his reply?
And when I told him, this is the thing that revealed me. Because remember, I was fearing to tell him.
Yes.
Thinking for him, thinking that when I tell him, maybe he's going to get mad at me, or he's also going to go into depression
as well. Yes.
And this is the very big mistake that we women who have just entered marriage do.
Yes.
You fear to tell your husbands, thinking maybe they are going to react, but this is the person you're supposed to
stay with forever for the rest of your life.
Yes. So you should make sure that at least you make him your best friend.
Yes.
So I think he also realized, and he was like, but what is disturbing you? Because my characters were changing, and changing from the good characters to worse, to the worst.
If a Muchiga starts being a funny woman, you don't like it. Cynthia, I know. So Cynthia, how did you go through this? How did you overcome this whole situation of depression? How did you go through over it?
The first thing I can tell you, it was praying.
Yes.
And the second thing, I told myself, not all things are permanent.
Yes.
This situation you're going through, you should just know that it is not permanent. You're going to be like this tomorrow.
Yes.
Today and tomorrow it is going to change.
So you started having self-confidence.
And
ladies out there, please speak to yourself, talk to yourself, tell yourself that you can make it, that things are going to change. It's not going to be like this forever and ever.
And being positive. So when I started telling myself this, I started solving one problem
after another. Yes.
I first saw, I told him, when I told him, surprisingly, he gave me 2 million. He said, pay this and pay that one.
Wow, that was
like,
interesting.
You see, I've not been saying this, but do you see, the moment I've said it, it has solved something.
Yes.
And then along the way, he put a small business for me.
Wow.
Yes, which helped me.
So So Cynthia, we thank God so much for your story. I think it was a tujamukomyawo. We shall bring you back to this show and you tell us more and more and more. I had so many things to ask, and I think I will ask you. But yes, but I want to thank you, our dear viewers, for watching this show. You can subscribe, comment, and share. My YouTube handle is Rubagumya Maureen Charity. You can subscribe to my channel. You comment, you share, and God will surely bless you. You will get more stories. Women will get to hear from different women. They tell us their stories, and I hope you will be blessed. I hope you learn something from this. So this was a story of a lady who went into depression at actually her first days of marriage. The moment she got to know that she's pregnant, she went into that depression. She saw that maybe the man was not man enough financially, but later God did miracles. God changed the story, and now they are better. Thank you so much for viewing. Thank you so much for watching this. May God bless you.
Madam
Till
Maureen,
next time.
Madam Maureen, sorry
Yes.
to cut you short. Maybe the advice I can give to the women out there, mostly the women who are in marriage 1-2 years, please keep sharing your problems with your husband,
Yeah,
and do
true.
not forget to pray. Kneel down, tell God that God, this and this and that, solve it for me, I cannot handle.
Yes.
And that way you're going to be good.
Thank you so much, Cynthia, for coming once again. Thank you for honoring my invite, and hope to see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, viewers. Till next time. Bye bye.